Hi, welcome to Inside Guelph. I'm your host, Trish Stevenson. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday, January 19th. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. And yes, we are still in the deep freeze of January, so great choice to stay in and tune in to local programming right here on Rogers. Today, having a conversation about quitting smoking, which is a great New Year's resolution. Rita's going to help us stay on track, give us some stats. Starting us off, it's the Amazing Race. Hi, guys. How are you, Glenna and Emma?
Good.
I love the t-shirts. It's well underway. Lots of planning for the Amazing Race, I'm assuming. How about we get into when it is, where it is, and what it is. So when is it?
Right, well, the Southern Ontario Amazing Race, we always have it the first weekend in June. So this year it falls June 5th to 7th. Okay. And right now we are recruiting teams to participate in the race. It always starts in Guelph and ends in Guelph, but where you go is a complete mystery until you compete in it. So we've done routes through Hamilton, Brantford, Brampton, Kitchener-Waterloo, Milton, all sorts of different routes. So it's some sort of route in our region where we explore all sorts of great attractions.
Okay, is there an age? Because I'm assuming you have to have a driver's license in a car?
It's actually no driving. So both racers, one racer can be 16 and over if they're racing with their parent or guardian. Otherwise, they need to be 18. Okay. So they get transported around from volunteer shuttles. So we don't quite trust them for safety reasons, being their own vehicle and racing. So not sure insurance would go for that.
Okay. So and we're looking at these are. Oh, he doesn't look happy.
Yeah, these are some. That's actually rainbow looming, which is really funny because that's last year. He's very frustrated. So. One of my favorite things is when we make guys do some of these crafty, or we've done ballroom dancing and stuff like that. So it's fun to kind of push people outside of their norms.
Oh, I love this. So Emma, how many years did you race?
I raced for 3 years.
3 years. And so tell me some of your, whoa, shooting a gun. Oh my gosh, there's something for like everything. Yeah. What are some of your most amazing memories?
One of the coolest things about being on the race is the kind of community that you build after. So with all the teams, you build this relationship, not just with your teammate, but with all the teams who've raced. So at the end of the weekend, you're this group of people and you've really accomplished something. You've succeeded at the race, and it's not an easy thing to do. There's physical challenges, there's mental challenges, things like solving logic puzzles, eating gross things, lots of carrying logs from one end of a conservation area to another.
Did you have a favorite challenge?
Probably rappelling from, I think it was a 14-story building. It was so cool.
So you just show up, you get a clue, and it led you to that.
We have to sign the waiver, we have to put on the harness.
Yes.
That's when you start doubting.
Then we go up to the roof, and they strap us in, and we just basically walk off the side of the building and go down. It was
Were you apprehensive, or you just went for it?
I was pretty excited about it, actually.
Oh my gosh, it's so interesting. So who's putting these all of these challenges together?
So it's planned by a team of volunteers. There's 16 of us that have been planning the challenges over the years. And so a lot of them, they just come up from random thoughts in our mind. Some of them are based on challenges you might see on reality TV. Some might be based on local attractions where you go somewhere and do something that already exists, but a lot of them are things that we just create. For something like a zip line though, or rappelling, obviously we would hire a professional company to do that. So we work with One Axe Pursuits, and Ballner Management is one of our sponsors and has provided apartment buildings for us to rappel and zip line from, which has been amazing.
This is crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, so how many challenges? It's a 2-day span, correct? The races? Yep. Okay, how many challenges within that time?
Usually it's about 18 challenges. So we usually do about 10 on Saturday and then 8 on Sunday. So, and it's always, like Emma said, a real mix. And that's what a lot of people have said is the real challenging part, because you could go from doing something as intense as a CrossFit routine to have to sit down and do rainbow loom. So it's switching those modes that you're in and just being able to work through those moments with your partner as well.
Oh my gosh. And then Emma, what happens, so if it's over Saturday and Sunday, what about the nighttime? How does that work?
You camp out generally in a location that's decided. So once you check in on Saturday night, then the directors will transport you to the location for Saturday night, and you'll set up your tent. Food is provided. and then you have some time to mingle with everyone. You find out your start times for the next day, because they are kind of condensed a bit so that teams that come in 6 hours behind on Saturday night don't start 6 hours behind on Sunday, because the race will never finish.
Right, not fair.
So they kind of condense them, and you find out when you're going to start on Sunday, and then you go to sleep and you get up on Sunday morning and have breakfast and go.
So that was my next question, is that you are, as soon as you're finished the Rainbow Loom, you're off. Yeah. Right, just like how we see on TV. This is a logistical nightmare, it feels like to me.
It is. It's very challenging to plan, but we have a lot of fun doing it. We've got some really good, we're kind of a well-oiled machine now, because this is our 12th year. We have a lot of systems. It takes close to 100 volunteers over the weekend to make all of the challenges happen, shuttle drivers and all of the things that we need to make it happen, and yeah, a lot of details.
Okay, do you need some volunteers for this year's challenge? Are you looking for that?
Yep, we are always looking for volunteers, and like I said, we need a lot, and so there is information on our website, therace.ca.
Okay.
Right now we are really pushing though for teams, because our application period is open until the 30th of January, and there's still a lot of chance to participate. So if it's something that may interest you, I'm really encouraging people to take part.
It feels like once in a lifetime. When would you have a group of people doing this all for you? All you have to do is show up. Yeah. So brilliant. So the race.ca, it's a team of 2. There's only 20 spots. What are we raising money for?
We're raising money for the Children's Foundation of Guelph and Wellington. So it goes to support all of the programs, but really helping them get the tools that they need so that they can live their dreams, like doing cool things like this when they're older. And all of the teams raise funds leading up to the race, which is an important part of taking part in the race as well.
Right. So Emma, you did a lot of fundraising for your team. I mean, what a great opportunity when you present it to someone and say, this will be the challenge if you sponsor me, that I have to complete this. Yeah. What would you say to people who are kind of hesitating about the benefits of doing this? Other than the fantastic, obviously, Children's Foundation that we're supporting, but it's a challenge.
It is, yeah. It's tough to get the fundraising going, but I think it's for a good cause. And the directors came up with this great idea where the more money you raise, the more advantages you can buy to use during the race. So that helps to motivate you.
Ooh. She raises her eyebrows.
Yes. So for every, let's say, 500 to 1,500, you get tokens that you can use to skip a challenge or get help with a challenge. So it's starting the race with a leg up.
Oh, I love this. I love it. Thank you so much. Come back on so we can remind people. I can't wait. I want pictures. Taking a short break, makeup tips right after this.